If for one reason or the other, they frustrate INEC in the conduct of the election, and it pushes on up to the time the governor will leave office, nature abhors vacuum. Something must give way. Something must be done. So it is in their own interest to go and vote so that they don't get that thing that may be worse than what they have. Go and read their constitution. If such a thing exists, the president has powers, absolute powers by a constitution to do the needful. So that time you start crying. So go and vote. We are advising you as political parties. Go and vote now. Allow peace to reign. Go and vote. After voting, you can continue with the agitation. But if you frustrate INEC, I may be the one the president will send to run the state. So I don't need to go to the state assembly.
That's it.
There is nothing you can do about it.
That's it.
So somebody will come because there will be no vacuum by 1 minute after the expiration of tenure of Obiano. So that's why we are pleading with them. We are begging them. Forget everything. Just one day, Saturday, go and cast your vote. Then on Sunday, Monday after election, you can continue with the agitation. But allow this election to hold. That's why we are here.
Thank you very much. While you have 18 political parties and you have 17 of these political parties all present, democracy is about number. Democracy is about the people. So if one person cannot stop 18 or 19 persons or whatever it is, so what I can tell you is this. Nigerians are resolved to make sure that they have a good election in Anambra. But that is not to diminish the effort that has been made to reach across to our fellow political parties. I just finished talking with one of the political parties now, and they said they are sending their representative down here. So some of them will also be in Oka. So all the political parties are involved in this process to see how we can make this a peaceful election.
All the 18 political parties, including the almighty APC and PDP are talking about, we have resolved that all of us will be in Anambra. But because of the importance of this press conference, we divided ourselves into two. We said some of us should be in Anambra today because there's a stakeholders meeting between INEC, security agencies, political parties, candidates. So as we are representing the 18 political parties here, some 6 chairmen are also there right now as I'm talking to you, representing us at the stakeholders meeting in Anambra. As you see us standing here, as we finish this press conference, all of us, some are leaving today for Anambra, some are leaving tomorrow for Anambra. We will be all in Anambra in order to boost the morale of the morale and confidence of voters in Anambra. If we from other states of the Federation will be in Anambra in order to make sure that Anambra people exercise their franchise, then why should indigenous of Anambra not come out to exercise that franchise? So that's what is happening.
Come out en masse to vote. So the whole thing basically is that we have done a great deal of work to sensitize, to persuade, to appeal to the conscience of our people to go out and vote. So this is the best we can do. The rest is left for the state to do. And the state will have had consultation with them, and I think they need to do their work. So when you mention one particular group or the other, it is a general reflection of the state of insecurity in Nigeria. And the security outfits in this country are working on that. And the political parties have done all that they can do to see how this thing is also resolved amicably. Thank you very much.
And sorry, as an addendum.
Question, the first question. Now, if you recall, we've never had a robust engagement like we used to have in the last few years. Within the last two to 3 months, we've had several meetings with INEC. We have regular meetings to emphasize the importance of this thing. Just last week, Friday, from the Blues, INEC we had a meeting, this time special consultative meeting, not extraordinary meeting. It's a special consultative meeting. And the essence why of that is basically is for us to harmonize grounds, to be on one page on a whole lot of issues you have raised here, including that of ballot snatching and all that. But let us be very real on what we are talking about. You understand what has been done so far at the National Assembly vis-a-vis both the civil society and political parties in terms of engaging the different stakeholders for us to have electronic transmission of election results. Now, that has been done because it was based on the effort of all stakeholders, specifically the political parties, that made the National Assembly to reverse itself and agree that we're going to have transmission of election results. Now, that has happened. Now, don't also forget that with this, we already know that in Edo, what happened in Edo was a test run of this, and it worked out very well. We never had this issue of ballot snatching in this magnitude and all that. So what is going to happen is it's going to be a replication of what happened in Edo to also Anambra, because it is now taken that the elections should be transmitted electronically. And not only that, the political parties have also laid emphasis on the character and credibility of all the agents. All the character and credibility of agents. So you are going to see a whole lot of agents, over 5,000 represented each polling units. And the kind of people you have in Anambra election, these are multi-billionaires with vast experience in all kinds of trickery, political trickery. Now, what is going to happen is no agent will allow his master's vote not to be counted. So they are going to see it. So the point being made is this. The issue of ballot snatching, those who are very keen and very, very adept at that should go and sleep. It is not going to materialize for them. So to a significant extent, what we saw in Edo is what is going to happen in Anambra, and we are sure that will be addressed. Now, on the other question you are asking, we need to also understand very clearly that this is a multi-stakeholder engagement. When you take one particular stakeholder as being the overall, that's where we miss all these things. You, as the media, you're deeply involved. You have constituency. You have extended constituencies. We have constituencies. We have extended constituencies. So it is a game for every one of us to ensure that all of us work together for this and work. So let us not compartmentalize this thing. Let us all agree that this thing must work. Because if it works, Osun will work, Ekiti will work, Presidential will work, and it will be good for us. Chief Iwanyanwu has just given a clear example. We don't want that situation to happen. So let me reassure you that these issues will be addressed, and we are going to see a better election in Anambra. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That will be a wrap.
All eyes are on the commission and its officials as they discharge this onerous civic responsibility. IPAC demands security agents to discharge their duties professionally and ensure adequate protection of lives and property during the exercise. We encourage them to equally release dedicated phone numbers for people to call if there is any breach of peace in their units. They must not indulge in overzealous security oversight and must respect sanctity of lives of the people of Anambra State. This period especially, this pose is very strategic, not only for our democratic journey, but also for perception profile of our great country as viewed by the international community. We are deeply troubled with the loss of lives in Anambra and other parts of the country. These deaths are needless and have exposed us as a bunch of animists that have no value for human lives. We plead with everyone to allow peace to reign, as this is the only way forward for all of us. This indeed is no time for blaming. We have wronged ourselves. We need family, communal and national healing and reorientation. And we implore all to embrace peace. In the Anambra, please let us go to this Anambra gubernatorial election as patriotic Nigerians, discharge our patriotic duties peacefully, consolidate our democracy and reap its dividends. We are all in this together. Together we will make Nigeria great again and bequeath a decent democratic nation to our future generations, even as Anambra people go to polls. May God bless Anambra people. May God bless Nigeria.